My background comes from teaching 21 years at the University of California, San Diego. 6 years, I preceded that 6 years at an elementary school, at high school. And then after 21 years of teaching, in 1994, I started teaching elementary school. Okay, and during the whole course of these years, until I retired from for the second time in 2002. After I retired, I went back to the school district as the Hubba, Jubba, Subba. And so two things really changed my whole career. I was a baseball umpire unknowingly in my last year before they fired me in the California League, California Baseball League in California. I worked 2 other years in Montana, Idaho, and Utah. And I was very good. But do any of you remember the Charlie the Tuna commercials? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I figured out after about a year or two that I was a Charlie the Tuna victim because my mentor was a man named Emmett Ashford, who was the first African-American to umpire in Major League Baseball. And boy, did he have style. So I was once quoted in a news article as being the giant economy-sized Emmett Ashford. He is my friend, my mentor, and so here I am in August, my last game as a professional umpire, but in September when school started, I was a professor at the University of California, San Diego. And after a while, I got into the idea of sharing enthusiasm, or the technique of mental imagery, visualization. How many have heard of visualization? Okay, well, I tell you what, visualization is one of the most dynamic learning experiences of all. Now here in Pine Bluff, back in San Diego, when I go to San Diego, all my Facebook friends, they think, people don't understand that you're never too old to learn something, okay? And that enthusiasm, none of us in this room, regardless of our education or our sales training, has had one single lesson on how to become more enthusiastic, okay? That's what my book does. It's the ABCs of enthusiasm. And what I'm going to do today is these things that you see around you are all things that Hubba invented. You can't go in any other book and find this stuff. All the stuff that I'm sharing with you today, I originated on my own research as an educator at the University of California, San Diego. The purpose of this activity is to introduce participants to the fact human enthusiasm instruction has never been part of a school curricula or work training program. What the world needs now is enthusiasm instruction, not for just a few, but for everyone. Wow! Y'all heard that before. These exciting, enthusiastic, and joyful experiences are a result of Hubba's original research and extension of works by others. So it's either what I've done or what other people have done, and I've taken it a step further. And the visualization works for improving motor skills, which was associated with physical education and athletics, but also to personal attitudes. Okay? And I don't think any of you all of you will agree with me, if there's one thing that America needs now, it's to come together. What better way to come together than understanding and utilizing hearty laughter? Okay? Now, I'm not talking about a smile. Okay? I want you to do a little exercise with me. Okay? I'm going to ring my finger in the air. I want everybody to laugh as loud as you can, just for a few seconds. Okay? Laugh heartily. Make noise come out of your voice. Okay? 1, 2, 3. You know amazing thing? Amazing thing? Everybody's laugh could be spelled H-A-H-A-H-A. Ha, ha, ha. So the challenge I give to people, develop your own laugh. You've been laughing the same way all your life. Develop your own laugh. Now, I have several. I'll say the laughs, and then you laugh. You say the laughs 3 times after me. These are laughs other than ha ha ha. Now, I sure would appreciate if any of you can come up with a laugh. Let me know. Tell Alan, and he'll get it to me. Okay, on 3. Now, one thing about this, everybody's got to participate. Okay, I came here with more excitement because people are more open than they are in California, believe it or not. So I left the California cool fools there. But today we're going to gauge this. You have to participate, okay? So 3 times after. Whee, 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 whee. Har, 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 har. Yuck, 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 yuck.
Yuck, 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 yuck.
Whee, 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 whee.
Ja, 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 ja.
And my favorite one, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, we have a very.
Come on, Siri, go.
Okay. Okay, so now you can see, here's our brief presentation agenda. Okay, I got an interview, a video about 5 minutes that I'm going to show you. We're going to review we're reviewing the agenda now. We're going to do some Hubba Jubba exercises, and you can do them sitting down now. About 12 years ago, I was at a senior citizens senior citizen center, okay, and I was giving them a presentation, okay, and there was about 50 people there. When I told them I was doing the Hubba Jubba exercises, about 20 of them went to the restroom. But fret not, these are exercises that you can all do just sitting down, okay. But first, what I'd like to do is start the video. This is the first one is PM Mag. No, this is a documentary that is on one of the local stations, and then the second one is going to be an old run-up. Remember PM Magazine? Okay, this was a local clip that was on PM Magazine. Okay. And, 1, 2, 3. Instantaneous, here I come. Forehand, backhand, all day long.
Bob Moss has been teaching physical education at UCSD for the last 20 years. But there are a few things he doesn't teach.
See, I'm playing tennis now.
Okay, of course, I've yet to teach diet, nutrition, or jogging.
What Bob does teach, though, is enthusiasm through laughter.
Added enthusiasm of your laughter. Is that what we'll do is we'll just point our noses to the sky.
That's only temporary.
Bob Moss is a very enthusiastic individual who has some very unusual ways about making you feel better about yourself.
Like the mirror drill.
That's it. Good job. Good job. Okay.
Bob uses visualization to help people feel better about their stroke and their laugh.
1, 2, 3. Very good, very good. Let's try this one right here. Let me do that one right there.
It's a privilege to teach right next door to him. Whenever I'm kind of feeling down a little bit, I just listen to Moss laughing, and I just start laughing myself. I might as well, you can't miss it.
For people who can't find anything to laugh at, Bob brings out the prompts. He believes if you can read, you can laugh.
If they had a problem, after we've laughed for 2 or 3 minutes, they forgot they had a problem.
This is the highlight of my week. When we leave on Thursdays, it's like, oh no, we don't see each other till Tuesday.
That's a credit to Bob, and certainly a laughing man.
See, I'm playing tennis now.
Tim Flannery, News 8, UCSD.
44, yeah, you got it.
Sporting events take on a little different look when Bob Moss is in charge. This is the laughter of a professional, part of Moss's finely honed philosophy of life that he calls sharing enthusiasm, and he usually has plenty to share.
Hi, I'm Bob Moss. How are you? My name is Bob Moss. Hey, Eric, how you doing?
Moss teaches physical education at the University of California, San Diego, and referees in his spare time. He knows there's more to every game than just playing by the rules, and these students will learn as much about themselves as they do the game.
I think he's a great guy. He's really enthusiastic and he gets the energy going.
Great motivator, I would say. That's his major talent.
I think people just take his class just to be with him, I think, not for the sport.
Laughter is probably the greatest outward gesture of enthusiasm. You got to learn to laugh. You got to learn to recognize that you're the greatest friend that you have.
Moss learned that lesson long ago. He spent years on the road working his way up through the ranks to become a major league umpire, but his outlandish style cost him the job.
At first, it was like the end of the world for me, because that's all I wanted to do for years was be a professional baseball umpire. And although I was never told that I couldn't umpire, I was told that my style was too flamboyant. I was hot dogging it, showboating it. Oh, puzzle ball! Jubba, here we go.
That style became Bob Moss's signature, and his philosophy of sharing enthusiasm makes him one of the hottest speakers on the lecture circuit. Whether it's bank employees or high school students, the lesson is laughter.
If you're really concerned about becoming more confident and being a happier person, being a more creative person, I give you this challenge. Discover your best laugh. You have to discover that by looking in the mirror, right? Discover your best laugh, and then share it 10 seconds longer every day.
The sharing of enthusiasm is not a complicated philosophy, and during those times when it's hard to remember that life was meant for laughter.
Hi. Hey, Tyler, just take it easy, take your base. You didn't try to hit you, just take your base. That's it.
This is the time to remember the world according to Bob Moss.
That's it. Okay. What do you think of that, huh? Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Okay. What we're going to do now is, how much time we have? Oh, okay. How many people here enjoy, like to draw? Okay. How many sort of?
Draw well, but I like to draw.
Yeah, what you like to, yeah. See, one of the things about art is that people who cannot draw something, if they can't draw a tree to look exactly like a tree, then they can't draw. But you know, it's how you see it and how you put it down is what it is. What it is what it is. It can be abstract, it can be whatever you want it to be. But we all can draw, and especially now, with the computer age, anything that you want, any image you want, and you can't draw it, you can find it somewhere on the computer where you can, which will, let's see. I want us to do a scientific study. Okay. I want us to. There's three images of happiness and joy. There's a smile. It takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. How many have heard that? Okay. The next popular sign of gaiety, expression of gaiety, is a grin. Okay. 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 But How many of you heard that laughter is good medicine? Okay, laughter is good medicine. Okay, but only when your mouth is wide open and noise is coming out of your mouth, air passing over your vocal cords at 60 miles an hour. Okay, you cannot. And what happens is your body over your system over 5-10 minutes of sustained laughter. Your body starts putting endorphins into your system. Anybody know what an endorphin is? Okay, it's like we've all heard stories of a lady has a baby and the car's getting ready to roll under it and they pick it up and they take the kid out. Well, what happens? They get so excited. Endorphins. Those endorphins give her that strength. And what endorphins can do as far as laughter is concerned, there's two other ways to get endorphins going. You can eat a lot of chocolate. Well, I used to be a 180-pound weakling until I became enthusiastic. I started growing and growing. Maybe you don't want to grow as much as I did, but anyway, these endorphins you can marathon run. Any of you ever run a marathon? You get this. After you run so long, you get this natural, well, call it a natural high feeling, and you get that when you eat a lot of chocolates, and you do that when you laugh a lot. Okay. So what we're going to do now is put your hand over your throat right here, okay, and put a smile on your face, and try to make a noise. Okay. Now put your upper teeth on your lower lip. Try to make a laugh sound. Now open your mouth up like you're going to yawn and say, ah, ha, 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 ha. You feel that?
Yep.
That's healing laughter. It reduces your stress. If you're angry, it'll ease your anger. It'll come back, but it won't be as intense as it was when you started. Okay? That's the concept that laughter is good medicine. Okay? Now, right here, I have, where are the paper clips? I thought I had those out. Pardon me.
There's some back here.
No, there we go. I'd like at least 4 or 5 people to, while we're talking, to get a pencil and a few colors and let me wander through here. Okay. One of what I've developed are remember to be positive mementos. These are mementos that my students have made over the years, and you have to have them with an open mouth, happy faces on paper plates. Great birthday activity for people of all ages. Something to put on your refrigerator so that when something happens and okay, you can remember to laugh, okay? Here's some more. And as you complete your laughter page, uh-oh, there went one. Everybody has a wide open face laugh, okay? So I need 4 or 5 people to go through that little exercise for me. Who would like to do that? I know you had the most enthusiasm right away. Okay, anybody else?
I'll do it.
Come on, come on, come on,
What
come
kind of
on.
face? Just a face? A face with the tongue hanging out and
Yeah. Well, and then you can look at those over there if you need a hint. How about back there? Hey, in the back row. Anybody like to draw in the back row? Okay, well, three's good. Three's good. Okay.
There you go. Yep, you can do it. Yep.
So what are we gonna do?
Here you go.
Draw something? Smile and something?
No, just like those paper plates there. The whole bottom of the plate has to have the face. Okay. Yeah. Look, turn around. Turn your shoulder around. That's the way it looks like. And there's no such thing as no smiles. Let's hold that up again, Alan. No smiles. No smiles. Just hearty laughs. Okay? Now, when I retired from the University of California, San Diego, I then went to, I became an elementary school teacher. I loved kindergartners, okay? We had a lot of fun for about 6 years. And being a PE major, they always told me that as a PE teacher, you always had to lead the class in exercises. Well, at that time I hadn't done a sit-up for about 15 years, or a push-up. And so many of the students, it was in a it was in a diverse population, and there were about 6 or 7 of those kids out of 30 that, you know, if they do sit-ups and run all day long, okay, let alone just for the 45 minutes. Then there was another 5 or 6 that never wanted to exercise. And then there were those in between, they do anything you tell them to do, right? Okay, so how am I going to give these people exercises? Well, I came up with it, being the creative man, and the second book in my chapter is on, second chapter, the third chapter in my book is on creativity. So I had one more creative moments, and I came up with Hubba Jubba exercises. And I'd like for us to do those together. If you remember, they're entertaining, they're fun, and so I say, you do what I do, and you say, you do what I do. You say what I say. You say what I say. Okay, now you guys sort of turn sideways so you don't hit anybody in the eye. Okay, put your hands out. Okay. Okay, and we go. Go the other way. Go the other way. Whittle circles. Whittle circles. We clap it. Okay, the next one is we just bend down a little bit, okay, and we say bounce, a bounce, a bouncer. Then we reach back and say E-I-E-I-O. So here we go. Bounce, bounce, bounce. E-I-E-I-O. Bounce, bounce, bounce. E-I-E-I-O. One more. Bounce, bounce, bounce. E-I-E-I-O. Okay. Now, if you don't recognize it now, it's a little warm in there anyway. Okay, out in California, a lot of times it's, you know, pretty warm, and we're warming up on asphalt, and so the warm-ups are to get you loosened up. Okay, make you perspire a little bit. Okay. Now, some of you may be feeling a little moisture on your brow already. Okay, so here's another one. Now here's the last one. Everybody do this. Jang, jang, jang. 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 Oh, now, oh, there it goes. Jang, jang. Very good, very good, very good. Now that we're warmed up, okay, I'd like to tell you a little bit about enthusiasm. And what I've done in my first chapter of my book, I've mentioned 5 tips for instant enthusiasm. Okay? Now, some of you have mastered these skills already. Okay? But I'm going to call them off one by one, and then I'm going to give you an example. Okay? To improve your enthusiasm skills, begin to utilize Hubba Jubba's 5 tips for developing instant enthusiasm, which includes eye-to-eye contact. How many of you use that in your sales now?
Every day.
Eye-to-eye contact. Well, if it works for you, you should be sharing that with other people, especially with the people in your life. Okay? There's something about that eye contact that if the other person appreciates it, you develop an immediate bond. Is that right?
Correct.
How many believe that? How many practice it?
Yeah.
How many practice it? Okay, well, don't delay. If you start using it today. Now, it's a little tough when you first start. Because I remember when I first started using eye-to-eye contact, I forget what I was saying. I couldn't follow along with what was going on because it's sort of scary. So what you do is, when you're talking to someone, rather than look them in the eye, look them at the hairline. That's not as threatening as looking them in the eye. And once you begin to feel comfortable looking at a person's hairline, then you can drop down further and get that eye-to-eye contact. Number 2, firm handshake. Okay, a handshake. Yes, can you volunteer, please? Okay, especially for women. Okay, now, okay, that's pretty good handshake. That's impressive, right? Okay, in this day and time, women can shake hands. Don't go away. Women have the opportunity to share what was only for men, because car salesmen and all them other people, it was all males. That's what they taught them. Okay, shake somebody up with that handshake. Well, what happens is now women can shake somebody else up. Okay, now what you do is you take that handshake, right there. Now squeeze it, squeeze it. Okay, I cannot control that handshake. Now do it. Okay, now do the jump rope in the park handshake. I mean, that's a solid log in the woods. Excuse me. And here's the jump rope in the park. Okay, thank you. Give her a hand. Good job. The idea is your handshake when someone else admires and is impressed by a good handshake. Okay, and you got control, ladies or fellas. If you feel that person coming right back at it, you got a connection. Just like the eye-to-eye contact, it's natural. Okay, it builds more enthusiasm. Okay, the next one is say your name proudly. Okay, I don't know how many of you are sports fans, whether you're in men and women's sports, but anytime championship season comes along, I used to go to a regular game. You go to a Razorback game. You go to a Little Rock game. You go to a Pine Bluff game. They announce people's names. And do they say, and now starting at post person for the Lady Lions, Hubba Jubba. No, they don't do that anymore. Everybody was born to be a star. All of us are born to be a star. But 90-some% of us go to our grave and we never have felt we were stars. So by being more enthusiastic, you automatically stand out from the crowd. After you do it enough repetitions, it becomes natural. And for you who have grandchildren or children who are going to go through the interview process one day, the greatest thing you can do is teach them these 5 principles. Okay? Because when a young person goes in for an interview, everybody interviewing them is usually 2 or 3 times older than they are. And they see all these resumes that look good. So they bring in about 20 out of 500 for an interview. And all of them start out with the blah, 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 blah. It's common. I do it. I see it every day. But once that person grabs that hand and gives that strength, okay, that transfers. That handshake transfers. The contact, eye contact, the way you say your name. Ask me my name. Jubba. Okay, on 3, I want everybody to say their name like they're a star. Okay? Anybody got a sore throat? No excuses. Okay? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Hubba. Okay, good. I did. Oh, okay. I just cut you out of the corner. My peripheral vision is failing.
Got a short night.
Okay. And the 4th one is create a hero signature. Some of you may already have one. Okay? But most people, I used to write my name, Bob Moss. Okay? So I started, sometimes I would give a presentation and especially the children would want an autograph. And so I give them the autograph, okay? And then after a while, I had somewhere else to go, but all these kids wanted these autographs, so I had to develop a hero signature. Again, a form of creativity, but every time something happens and things aren't going your way, doodle your hero signature about 20 times and see if that doesn't take your mind off what's bothering you. Okay? Enthusiasm technique. Follow these techniques, in a year or two, you'll have enthusiasm 24/7, I guarantee you. And the last one, okay, is our final topic, laugh more. Laugh more. Discover your best laugh. As I said on the video, you got to do that by looking in the mirror. Discover your best laugh, share it 10 seconds longer every day, and you, in a few years, will become more successful at everything you do. Okay? So let's talk about laughter and some things you can do with it. Okay? If you're in your church group, or if you're at a party and you really want to get some, you know, you can remember what I said about laughter and so forth, and blah, 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 blah. All right, you in my book. These are people, these were these kids right here, while a 5th grade class, while I was lecturing them. Okay? They drew their happy faces. So what I do is I take the, let's see, I don't have any right here. Do I have any? Where? Excuse me just a minute. Let me glance over my shoulder here. See what I got. Yeah, here's one right here. This was a high school group. They drew their paper plates. So we took a picture of all of them without their paper plates, but a big laugh. And then we took a picture of them with their paper plate in front of their face. And I sent one of those to everybody. Okay, again, something to put on your wall. Here's another Hubba Jubba original. I want you to say it after me. Environmental management. Environmental management is a great tool to encourage your 24/7 enthusiasm. Everybody say that. Enthusiasm. Okay, so what happens is, what's on your walls, okay, in your halls, whether you realize it or not, subconsciously influence your daily life. Okay? So I came up with the sticker concept. Okay, hold up, young man, hold that up right there. That's one of the, yeah, hold that up. Okay. I did teach personal health and safety at UAPB for a while, and then that's a collection of many of the stickers that I've made for teams, individuals, etc. Okay, and the idea of the sticker, which I have some here, you're welcome to take a couple if you like. These are Hubba Jubba stickers. Okay, when I was teaching elementary school, you go to the teacher's supply store, and then you buy. That's good. Now put it the other one. You see there? Okay, so those are things that students, young people from grade 5 to higher education did. Okay. Now what you do is you put them on. You put one. You draw your image this big. Okay. And you know how you go on your computer and you can do 9 of them. So you do 9 copies. It reduces to 9 copies. Then you take, you can see this right here, full page label paper. And you run them 9 on them, and then you cut them out. And you get this. Okay, here's one a student did on me. Hubba Jubba, be positive, laugh it up. Okay, here's my favorite one. Enthusiasm, never wake up without it. Now, it's up to you, your creativity. You can produce your own stickers. Well, no, I'm too old to do that. No. Okay. You know, baseball players give out baseball cards, right? Football players give out football cards. Do you realize that the self-esteem that builds up every time they hand somebody their card? and sign it? Why don't you do that? That lifts you up. That gives you a feeling of pride just by handing your stickers out. When I retired, I went back to several of the schools that I had taught at. And I come in to substitute, and a couple of kids would see me. This is the honest to goodness truth. I'll be going in to sign in the main office. I'd have 20 kids behind me wanting Hubba Jubba stickers. Boy, didn't that make me feel good. Okay, make you feel good too. But it's those little tricks I'm trying to share with you that can empower you to have greater enthusiasm. And once you get your enthusiasm and you get excited about it, you got to share it. Okay? So, and then once you share it, like I'm doing, I'm officially a lecturer, mentor, and author of Enthuooooooooosiasm. Okay, everybody, I like when everybody says enthusiasm. Say that on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Enthusiasm.
Okay. Any comments so far? We're getting ready to wrap it up. Yes.
I would like sticker plates.
Oh.
The ones that. Oh, Lauren, yours is.
No, show them. No, that's yours to keep.
Oh.
And you
Mine's a puppy dog.
That's awesome.
let me see that one.
A puppy dog.
Oh!
That's cute.
Let's see hers over
That's
here.
dark.
Okay, that's wonderful, wonderful. Give them a round of applause. Now what you do is you put that on your refrigerator door. Okay? Oh. Here's the last technique. I'm quite sure everyone here has an entryway to your home. Okay? Gather everyone who lives in your house and pose for a hearty laughter picture. No smiles, no grins, just and, you know, like they said, you tip your nose to the sky, it makes your laugh look even bigger. So you see that deep, dark spaces in your mouth, okay? Get your whole family to pose like that. Get you an 8x5, frame it, and when somebody walks in your house, the first thing they see is the laughter family. We laugh in this house, okay? That's a tremendous way to keep enthusiasm on your mind, okay? So we have another question? Somebody else raise their hand?
I just
Yes.
remember you from UAPB.
Hmm?
You came to us in 2010 to M4 for
I didn't hear
Johnny
you.
Brown, Mr. Brown, the band.
You were in my class?
You came to our band and you spoke to us about enthusiasm.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you remember, it had to be like 2010.
Yeah. What class, what group was it?
It was band camp. He was teaching us how to
What's
be
that?
enthusiastic
Band
about
camp.
band camp.
Oh, band time. Oh, you're a musician.
No, I was a golden girl there. And I just
Oh,
wanted to be
okay.
band camp.
Yeah, you still look like a golden girl.
That's enthusiasm.
Oh, that's how you spot. What a small world. What a small world. Okay, okay, I got some laughter tips. Laughter tips, where are they at? Okay,
Chapter 3, isn't it?
that's in my chapter called Magic in Our Laughter. Okay, and, okay, I got 12 of them, I'm only gonna do 10. Every morning, give 5 big laughs in the mirror while grooming for the day. And I like, this is my Dionne Warwick laugh. Anybody heard of Dionne Warwick?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, so experiment. Find out what it looks like, okay? And if you find, see what happens is all of a sudden you can go out and start laughing. It's very scary. But when you watch it, see, because you don't know what you look like, okay? But if you develop a laugh and you know what it looks like, you're not afraid. It's not so hard to do if you know what it looks like. So that's why you discover your best laugh. Deck your walls and hallways with laughing images of yourself, your family, and others. Observe, enjoy, and congratulate the great laughs shared by others. when you see somebody with a great laugh, whoa, can I see that again? And they're, you know, that shows they have no idea of what's going on, but you do, okay? And the more, and then sometimes you'll be watching people, and for a variety, alter your laugh sounds and face gestures from time to time. Try on for size the great laughs you observe. Maybe they'll fit you. Record 5 minutes of laughs by yourself and others to play back when your spirits need it. Outlaugh the laughs others give when they are laughing at you during embarrassing situations. What I do several times when I feel it's time, I'll step in a trash can in front of the class and I'll pretend like I'm falling down. Everybody thinks it's funny. And so what I do is I focus on the 4 or 5 people that I feel are getting the most joy out of it, and I laugh at them harder than they're laughing at me. And all of a sudden, most people stop laughing. They only laugh at you because you look embarrassed, you look, but if you roar back at them as best as they're roaring back at you, you get them. They stop, okay? Place any number of various laugh sounds on your recording machine. One other thing too that I share later on about in laughter is that I'd say the last 60 homecoming services I've gone to, that have been of people who really had enthusiasm, enjoyed life, and laughed a lot, and everybody's sorry and they're mourning. I try to be the last one to go up. And I'll say, okay, Roosevelt would be ashamed of all of you, because Roosevelt was one of those happiest persons we always knew, okay? So I would then read a little poem that I'm gonna read to you in a minute or two to close this up. I read that poem and I get everybody to laugh it up. And probably 90% of the families just thank me for doing that. And breaking the morning idea and leaving with a positive thought through the laughter. Okay, so that's enough of that. Okay. Okay. Let's see, somewhere here I have my date book. I have my date book here. One moment.
What is this orange book over here?
No, that's not it. I swore I put that. Okay, now, people have, everything you have now is on technology, your calendar and so forth. But I'm old school, and I still get this, okay? And what I do is I go through the pages here, and whenever I get down, or I feel some negative things sneaking in, this is my date book. First 5 or 6 pages are of my family, okay? Oftentimes I'll be talking with students, and they're, trying to give them a little positive reinforcement, and so I just go through and show them what I've done. So as an enthusiasm mentor, also in that book over there, I've had hundreds of news articles, and just to back up the fact that, hey, Hubba's the real deal, okay? So now, is there any other questions? Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to close by singing the Laugh It Up song. Okay, what we do is, how many have you all ever raised the roof? Okay, we're going to raise the roof. Okay, and what's going to happen is I'm going to select the laughter sound 3 times. It won't be ha ha ha, but it might be yuck yuck yuck. Okay, so when I say laugh it up, everybody will raise the roof and say yuck yuck. Okay. Intro to Hubba's Laugh It Up song. While life is so great while we're feeling good, let this song keep you in a jolly mood. A hearty laugh always brings about good cheer. Can we be happy every day of the year? If you check out the latest research on good health, you'll find laughter improves one's feeling of self. So whenever you feel down and need joy to ring, just remember this song we're about to sing. Laugh it up. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Laugh it up.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Laugh it up.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Laugh it up.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
If your day needs a lift, laugh it up.
Yuck, yuck.
If your day needs a lift, laugh it up.
Yuck, yuck.
If your day is stressed and bad and you're feeling mad or sad, if your day needs a lift, laugh it up.
Yuck, yuck.
If your day needs a lift, laugh it up.
Yuck, yuck.
If your day needs a lift, laugh it up.
Yuck, yuck.
Thank you very much. I've enjoyed it. Have a happy, happy Hubba Jubba day. If anybody would be interested in Hubba Jubba's book, I have an autographed copy ready to give to you. Thank you very much. Hey.